just said, let me go live and show off my Valentine butter cookies. I put up a short, but for some reason I ain't got no views. So I said, let me go live to show off my little butter cookies in the from the comforts of my home. Yeah. So I finally got a hold of the correct recipe. There is a butter recipe that people like to follow. I don't believe their recipe came from where it supposedly came from, because I tried their recipe and it did not taste like the butter cookies from school. So then I continued on my YouTube search, and lo and behold, I found the right recipe. So I do see that it had a couple of secret ingredients, or maybe, yup, it had a couple of secret ingredients that the other recipes don't have. I have seen, or I have tried recipes where they have you to put in butter extract, but I used their Kerrygold butter, and then I think I used it with and without the butter. That butter extract is not necessary. If you have a high quality butter, that butter extract, it didn't make it taste like I felt it's supposed to taste. Um, then I also have my gold something ice cream, gold metal ribbon ice cream from Baskin Robbins. That's what I'm eating with my butter cookies. Yeah, but yeah, it took some time. So what I did was try several little recipes. So I find it amazing that somebody can put out a recipe and say this is the butter cookie recipe, and you got all these millions and millions of people following that butter recipe, and I don't even believe that butter. Thank you. I don't even believe that butter recipe came from where everybody's saying it came from, and it don't even taste like butter cookies. But I got a hold to the right recipe, and it had a couple of secret ingredients. So I just came in to let everybody know that that butter. Hi, how you doing? I just came in to let everybody know, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I just came in to let everybody know that that butter cookie recipe that everybody on YouTube following think it's the school day butter recipe. I don't believe that recipe came from where it's supposed to came from. I believe that that butter cookie recipe at the school tastes like butter cookies supposed to taste. But I believe that that recipe that's floating around online, I don't believe that recipe came from this school, because I made these cookies right here, and they had a couple of secret ingredients in it, and it tastes like a school day butter cookie. So yeah, this, if you look around YouTube, and yeah, there's that recipe that says so and so and so and so school day butter cookies. That recipe is not, I don't think it's the correct recipe. I think that just somebody got everybody following down the wrong path. So that's one thing you have to watch out on social media. Just because they say a recipe came from a certain place, it didn't, that don't mean it came from a certain place. I tried two, I cooked that butter cookies 2 times, and talking about the school day butter cookies, the cookies fell flat. I'm like, why the cookies falling flat? And then people said, they said leave it in the refrigerator 3 hours. People said, I ain't gonna leave it in there no 3 hours. Just leave it in there 1 hour. Guess what? You do have to leave it in there. You have to make your batter. You have to make that batter, and you have to leave it in the refrigerator for them 3 hours. So that's what I did, and mine might have went past 3 hours. But then once you take it out, you gotta let it, like, I don't want to say come up to room temperature, because once you get out the refrigerator, it's gonna be rock hard. So you got to at least be able to work with it. So we got to at least, like I just said, mine, I put it in a plastic bag, like they had them little quart size plastic bags. So I had made the batter in my KitchenAid mixer that I got from the pawn shop. You do not have to be buying no $300 and $500 and $600 stand mixers. Baby, you can get you one directly from the pawn shop like I did. And yeah, I've been had that mixer since 2013, and it's 2026, and I still got that mixer, and it ain't missing a beat. So people think they got to go to the department stores and all these other stores to pay $300 and $400 and $500 and for a mix. Baby, you better go to the pawn shop first and try it out there. And once you get just the mixer, you can buy your little attachments. You can buy the hammer bowl. I love my hammer bowl. You can buy the flex beater. You can do all that. And like I said, I still got my mixer from the pawn shop that I done had since 2013. It's 2026, and I still use it. I just have to buy, like, it's some other little things, like I'll probably buy more bowls. I'll probably eventually buy the dough hook. But yeah, I just came in and say that butter recipe, that is, I don't believe it came from where these people saying it came from. And I ain't heard nobody say I work for this certain school system right here, and this is our butter cookie recipe. That's just what people saying online, because I find it mighty funny. After I went to one of my favorite little YouTube channels, that was the right recipe. And it had ingredients that the school day butter cookie recipe that floating around didn't have in there. And I did leave it in the refrigerator for the 3 hours, or really more than 3 hours. And I got some little cookie cutters from the grocery store. For some reason, other places they got them, but I'm like, okay, I just glad I got it from the little grocery store. So I got my little cookie cutters from the grocery store. I said, this grocery store gotta have some cookie cutters. And lo and behold, I wanted a Valentine cookie cutter so bad, because I wanted to put some little Valentine butter cookies on my YouTube channel for cooking. And lo and behold, I go down. I said, now I went to the kitchen. It didn't have no cook. I said, something told me. He said, go to the baking now, where they had the sugar and the flour and all this stuff for baking. And lo and behold, that was the cookie cutter hanging up on one of the little things they have hanging down, and you just pull it off. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, these are my little butter cookies. There other recipe that y'all following. If y'all cookies falling flat, that ain't the recipe to use. Cause I did the recipe. I left my dough in the refrigerator for 3 hours or more. I let it sit out for an hour, and I use my cookie cutters, and I cut the cookies into the little hard butter cookies, and these cookies did not fall. The other recipe, my cookies failed. They did not taste like them butter cookies from school, so I wanted to go on record to say that butter cookie recipe that everybody following online, I don't believe it came from the school system, and this does not taste like the real butter cookies from the school, but these do. So yeah, y'all might want to search and search and search. And if you find a recipe that got a couple ingredients that all the other ones ain't got in, yeah, that might be the one. But yeah, these are my little butter cookies. I'm just showing off on YouTube. I ain't give a 5 views on my short. I found that mighty interest. So I said I'm just gonna do a long form video and show these people my butter cookies, cause I know my butter cookies, they taste good. They look like they supposed to look. They did not fall. Yeah, so y'all will need to think twice about that other recipe. That I don't believe that butter cook recipe came from that place. And I believe that place had good butter cookies, but I don't believe that them put butter cookies came from where everybody say, oh, the so and so and so and so school system butter cookies. They're just everybody following, going the wrong direction. So they got they got all these people baking their butter cookies, thinking they something that school system. I don't believe them butter cookies came from school system. Everybody making their butter cookies with the same recipe and getting all these YouTube views. And I bet y'all cookies fall and everything. Yeah, that's because it's missing secret ingredients. And y'all need to look online before y'all make it. And yeah, y'all might find the right recipe. But y'all can start following them because that ain't the right recipe. Your cookies falling. You leaving the refrigerator, them cookies fall. That ain't the right recipe. And I let my butter got softer than I normally do. And the cookies still didn't fall. So yeah, y'all can stop doing it. I just came in to show off my little Valentine butter cookies and tell y'all that video, them people, everybody putting out the video talking about the school system butter cookies and just maybe a slight little change from one to the other one. There, because you'll know when you get to the right one because it's going to have two secret ingredients that them other ones ain't got, and it ain't that butter extract. I made that recipe and put that butter extract. Them cookies did not, because I'm like, I made one with the Kerrygold butter. Cookies taste okay. I ain't putting no vanilla extract in these cookies. I didn't put no butter extract in these cookies. These cookies, this the real deal. And you don't need that butter extract. You don't need no vanilla extract. You do need that salted butter. You do need to let that dough stay in the refrigerator for them 3 hours. I don't know what them 3 hours do, but you need them 3 hours. So don't use, I will say this much, don't use unsalted butter. Use the salted butter like it said do. You don't need vanilla extract. You don't need butter extract. You need extract. You need them two secret ingredients. So if anybody wants to make the real deal butter cookie, don't follow. You can see the one that they call saying come from their school. You need to look for the one that got them two secret dry ingredients. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. But I ain't making no guarantees. I just came in to save you all some time and effort and stop wasting your money on them blah 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 school butter cookies, cause that's just everybody going down the wrong road and them cookies ain't tasting like no school day butter cookies. But you ain't heard from me. I just came in to help y'all out and take and save y'all some time and effort and some money on, especially if you buy that vanilla extract and that butter extract, cause that ain't even come to find it ain't even necessary. I'm gonna do what the person do. They ain't said put no kind of extracts in here. I didn't put no extracts in here. Okay, but that's tell you I found it's them two secret ingredients? Yeah, y'all need to find it. Them's two secret dry ingredients. If you in the baking, you ought to put two and two together to know what direction I'm telling y'all. Because the flour gonna go in, so that's not the secret ingredient. But you can figure the rest of that on your own. Go to YouTube, search butter cookies and all that, and see what you find out. Yeah. But I was just coming in to show off my little Valentine Day butter cookies. Since I couldn't get but 5 views on a short for some reason, I said, well, I'm just going to do a live and show off my butter cookies. I'm going to get me some views. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share this video. Save all these other millions and thousands of people that's going down the same wrong road and ain't tasting like no school day butter cookies, baby. Y'all can stop that. So thank you for watching. Subscribe. Check you later.